want that to happen in Georgia.
With the gentleman yield.
Certainly.
Isn't it true the plane crash over the Potomac was blamed by the president on DEI? DEI, that's the same thing you were talking about. It was blamed on DEI. Isn't that what the president said?
I believe there were news reports to that effect, and I believe the issue was whether or not the operators of that aircraft were promoted based upon their sex, not on their ability. That has not, to my knowledge, been proven.
The gentleman is old enough, isn't it true, to read the history books that talked about World War II.
Absolutely. My father fought in World War II. I remember his stories well.
And, well, isn't it true? When the bombers couldn't make it back home, got shot down, it was those Tuskegee Airmen that led them to all those victory flights.
They did a brilliant job, and we're proud of the Tuskegee Airmen. Every Tuskegee Airman earned that privilege based on their ability, not on their color. Remember, you have to provide them the opportunity.
No. Senator, isn't it true? The same guy that talked about DEI was fined for not letting folks stay in an apartment, and he called them DEI. Isn't that true?
I'm sorry, Senator, I'm not familiar with that allegation. I would suggest to you that this bill is addressing the banning of DEI in the educational environment in Georgia, both at the secondary and the post-secondary level. Happy to yield for other questions.
You can't answer no more.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll be happy to yield as well.
You're free to do that, Senator.
I'll be happy to yield as well.
Senator's yielding. Secretary, go ahead and read the amendments.
Mr. President, Senator Estevez of the 35th offered the following amendment number 1 to amend the Senate Committee substitute of House Bill 127 by striking widely contested from line 44, striking cultural appropriation allyship from line 45, and striking intersectionality and disparate impact from line 47 by striking violates and replaces it with is found by a court to have violated on line 53 by striking violates and replacing it with is found by a court to have violated on line 60. Mr. President, Senator Estevez of the 35th offered the following amendment number 1A to amend Amendment 1 to the Senate Committee substitute of House Bill 127 by striking cultural appropriation from line 2 by striking intersectionality and from line 3. Mr. President, Senator McLaurin of the 14th offered the following amendment number 2 to amend the Senate Committee on Education and substitute to House Bill 127 by inserting after line 48 the following: B.1, nothing in subsection B of this code shall be construed to prohibit a local education agency or post-secondary institution from voting as an official position that 1, evolutionary biology is a scientific fact, 2, slavery was the primary or major contributing cause to the American Civil War, or 3, the Holocaust occurred. Mr. President, Senator Parent of the 44th and Jones of the 22nd offered the following amendment number 3 to amend the Senate Committee on Education and Youth substitute to House Bill 127 by deleting the quotation marks at the end of line 66 by inserting the following after line 66. H, beginning July 1st, 2025, no public elementary or secondary school in the state shall use the Confederate States of America battle flag or any other name, image, or likeness which represents a rebellion against the United States of America or a movement that has been called for the dissolution of the United States of America. Mr. President, Senator Jackson, the 41st, and Jones, the 22nd, offered the following amendment number 4 to amend the Senate Committee substitute of House Bill 127 by inserting on line 67H, nothing in this code section shall be construed so as to prohibit any fraternities and sororities from maintaining gender-exclusive membership. Mr. President, Senator Halpern of the 39th offered the following amendment number 5 to amend the Senate Committee substitute to House Bill 127 by inserting a new section C on line 49 that reads, and inserting the following. This subsection shall prohibit use of prior familiar admission or attendance as a criteria for admission, and relettering all the following sections accordingly. Mr. President, Senator Mangum of the 55th and Jones of the 22nd offered the following amendment number 6 to amend the Senate Committee substitute to House Bill 127 by inserting after line 48 the following. Nothing in subsection B of this code section shall be construed to prohibit a local education agency or post-secondary institution from promoting as an official position that the Confederate States of America was a nation separate and apart from the United States of America, founded in unconstitutional rebellion. Mr. President, Senator Harold of the 40th offered the following amendment number 7 to amend the Senate Committee substitute to House Bill 127 by inserting on line 48 after sexual privilege the following: diversity, equity, and inclusion provisions. Mr. President, Senator Kemp of the 38th offered the following amendment number 8 to amend the Senate Committee substitute to House Bill 127 by striking line 48, anti-racism. Mr. President, that completes the order.
Recognize the senator from the 26th. Yes, sir, you can. You're up. It's your on deck.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, the gentleman from the 23rd, I am appalled that you even have the unmitigated gall to even bring such a thing into this body. I came from the 60s. And you're old enough to know what happened back then. We had B&W for a water fountain. We had B&W for restrooms. B&W in the waiting rooms when you caught the trains. We fought those battles back then. And because we have a man that told you on day one that he would be a dictator, and that's what he's trying to be. On day one. And you bring this kind of mess up here. After all the battles that we've fought, black and white, in the South. You gonna call DI athletes at Georgia? You gonna call them DEI athletes at Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Kennesaw? I thought we had got past that and deal with one another on various issues and not try to relive the Civil War. Reliving it. You're old enough to know what it was about. I'm old enough to know about it. I experienced it. And now you have the nerve to come in here with this mess. You're drinking Trump Kool-Aid. And what's happening in this country, and they're going to show it to you. They are protesting everywhere because they're tired. Social Security. People don't know where they're going to get the benefits. They're tired. Veterans who put their life on the line for this country. And you talk about privatizing them. They're tired. And then you have the mitigated goal to bring something like this. When we fought these battles over, and now you're trying to start fighting them again. But I'm telling you, I ain't going back. I'm not going back. I am not going back. I try to get along and work with everybody, but I'm not going back. I'd rather be 6 feet in my grave than go back.
Recognize the senator from the 2nd.